Hello friends, it's me again, back with another race video. This time from almost a year ago though, because we only sort of half-assed filmed this one, and I hung on to the footage but never really with the intention of doing anything with it. Until I posted that last video, which for those of you that have seen it will know was a race and actually turned out to be one of my favourite videos that I've ever made. And you guys seem to love it as well. So that got me reminiscing back to the last time I raced, which was this, King of the Hill 2020. So I busted out the old footage and sure enough, there probably is actually a video in here. I'm just gonna need to sort of help it along a bit because like I said, there's bugger all footage. So without further ado, I'm gonna pass you on to Old Ash, who helpfully did actually record a bit of an intro telling you where we were and just what we were doing.
Me and the boys, Kynan and Matt, have showed up to a hill climb today. It's the first time any of us have done anything like this. It's not very often you see something like this around where we live. And we've had a couple runs this morning. It's pretty gnarly, I'll tell you that much for free.
It sure was. In fact, I've been having quite a hard time coming to grips with it. My first round of heats had gone shockingly. Kynan, however, who'd just gotten his new Husky, well, he'd been having no trouble at all.
Sick bike. Third gear, flipping the clutch, wide open the whole way. Oh, that's good fun. That's good fun.
There's not much more vindicating than being happy with your brand new bike. And that was Kynan's second heat win, which meant he was well up in points and in with a shot of making the final later on. Mine hadn't gone well, like I said, but thankfully, the random number generator had been giving me pretty weak competition for them, so my worst finish was only a second. I can't have been that far behind.
Now it's time for King of the Hill, which is the one where we're not racing, we're just trying to get to the top of that big hill. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. There's like a massive road gap right about the point where I lose all of my speed because I'm bogging so much I have to shift down. So we'll soon find out how well this goes, but my hopes aren't high.
No.
Here we go.
Either way though, one after another, riders started attempting the hill. Some were more successful than others.
Hey, look out, could be a ghost rider.
And pretty soon, it had become apparent that 450s were the conversation.
Woo, he beat the other guy.
He's still going, he's going! Hey, that was a good run. MX2 Jesus. Wish I had one of those today.
By the time we reached the front of the line, not a single two-stroke had made it past the road. Surely Kynan could set that straight.
Weak.
It's like I say, this was harder than it looked. It's alright though, I was up next to defend our honour.
Ash Doman on the YZ250. Oh, and he's had there's a massive hole there. Oh, and that just shows you what happens.
Or not.
Unfortunately, man.
Oh well, at least the guy behind me promptly screwed it up even worse.
Oi. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a terrible run. Sounds like the bike needs some gas in it.
All in all, not a great first showing from the Goon squad.
Everything sucked about that.
No time to dwell though. We were straight into our next round of heats. and I was determined to make amends on my hateful start to the day. This was the chance I needed. Just getting out of shape in those sheep ruts at the bottom and losing all of my momentum. I needed to get that figured out, and fast. By some miracle though, my competition were weak on this one as well, and the damage was only a second place, but still. It seemed Kynan's luck had run out now too. A third place was not what he needed, with the final looming ever nearer. Sensing blood in the water, I made the decision to cut the crap and start playing dirty. One cautionary glance to check that the starter wasn't looking, and I deployed the top secret rollback to get a better run at the line strat. And it worked. And not only that, but Kynan had drawn the gate 4 as well. This was looking good for me. I have no idea what the points looked like after all that, but me and Kynan had to have been neck and neck. The question was, had either of us done enough to get into the final?
Last run for the MX2 class, then into the farm bike class. Farm bikes, get up to the starter grid.
Wait, what?
When we've got a really long swing arm is power to turn a back wheel and still some weight over that back wheel. So sometimes it's a bit of a problem. It's such a cool design and a lot of effort gone into that, but it needs a bit more weight over that back wheel.
Yes, unfortunately not all of my modifications to the YZ for this class had turned out to be great successes. And worse still, I'd forgotten to fit it with an electric start, a clutch, a kickstart or even brakes. So my only option was to go back down and bump start the thing.
Whoa! We've got a kamikaze over here. Hey, there's a bungee there.
Some dodgy bastard had put it back whilst I was turning round.
Oh no, the ag bike is broken. Oh, attach that to the back of it, it needs more weight back there.
Dejected, I pushed the YZ sadly away to revert it back for my next run. It was my second King of the Hill attempt, and a chance at redemption.
ex-rider, Ash Soman, YZ250. Ash Soman, awesome speed, hits that big kicker. He's just got better and better this hill. Where's he going to hit the jump? Ash Soman, he's got enough speed. No, he hasn't. He's not going to get the road jump. Ash Soman films, so have a look what that guy does. He does some really cool stuff, so look him up.
Yeah, help me pick her up.
Better, but still not great. And unfortunately, things were about to take a turn for the comedic once more.
Cheers, mate.
As I tried to follow what they told us to do in riders briefing that morning.
Like he's got it going, so he's going to come down the chute, is he? No, he's going to traverse across, which is the right thing to do.
There's confirmation, so I was on the right track. But where exactly we were supposed to traverse across to, I'll never know. Because all I found was the Erzberg line.
Did I go down the wrong way?
He had his eyes closed. It's amazing when you do your eyes closed.
Kynan's turn now. Would he fare any better?
Bike number 77. Husqvarna 250 by the sound of it.
At least I got up the road.
Pretty much stopped exactly where I did. So we both headed back down, and to be honest, I was saying my goodbyes to everybody, getting ready to pack up and leave because I had to go and pick some people up from the airport later that afternoon. Then, entirely out of the blue, they started calling out the names of finalists. And would you believe it if I told you that the first name to come up was Ash Soman.
Righto, ready for a start. Who's it going to be? MX2. Oh! Heafy. Oh, look at the rider just about off.
Well, third's better than last, but it had taken a toll on the YZ to get even that. The clutch was buggered. To be fair though, that was already on its way out. And now so was I, off to the airport like I said, with the YZ in dire need of some TLC. In fact, it still is. I haven't even touched it since that race. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it. I've got some major plans in the works for it. What those are though, you're just gonna have to wait and see. And until then, if you want to see more stuff like this, consider throwing a bit of support our way over at the Patreon link down below. It just makes going racing a bit more financially realistic. And if you can't afford it, that's no problem. Just make sure that you're subscribed and hitting those like buttons. That helps out a lot more than you probably realise. Anyway, cheers for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.